Hi everyone, welcome to our next stream. It's my turn today, and let's see what we've got so far in our game here. I'll just fire up it here. Okay, have a quick look at our chat. Who's already here? Xixano. Hey, how's it going? Okay, let's start the game. So, okay. Again, here we are in our game. This is the project that we've been working on for like 6 weeks or so. Basically you're stranded on a strange planet and you came through a portal and the portal deactivated, and now it's up to you to explore the surroundings and the areas here and the strange looking things, and you have to find your way to through the level and find an exit portal. If you have watched our previous streams, you might now notice that there are no enemies here. And that's because at the moment we are like refactoring things to work with our multiplayer. And today we will be showing the first multiplayer session. We started the game like with some very raw assets and like a single player setup, just to have something to show and to test. But now we are working on the multiplayer, so we have to throw a few things out of the game and then put them back in, but with multiplayer support. And that's why there are no enemies here at the moment. And but this is already a multiplayer session. We have, let me turn off the auto host here. We have an option here in our game settings so that the editor just starts as the host, because when you test your game like 1,000 times a day, you don't want to click through the menus. But I'll deactivate this here just to show you our very simple menu. We have start game, join game, and quit. Start game starts a new session, and as you can see, I have one connected player. That's my local player here, and I can start a new game and travel to some strange planet here. And to make this now work with another client, that's a bit tedious actually, because you have to have a standalone build, and so to say, it's like running another instance of the game, not two instances of the game inside the editor. That's not possible. So I'll just make sure this is okay. Okay. I'll just build the game now. That will take me a few seconds. So hi to everyone in the chat who's already here. Xixano, Matti, hello. Okay, it takes a while, but now I should be able to actually launch the build. I'll use the window mode here and launch the editor as well. Hey Matti, where are you from? I'll use the editor as a host, so I will start the game here, and you can see there is one player connected, and I'll use the other instance as a client. Yeah, let's use localhost here, of course, and now I have two players. Yeah, the host should be actually able to start this session because this is kind of a lobby here. Yeah, the UI it's just the most basic things are visible here, and work on UI will follow later on in the project, of course. So it's more about the functionality here. Matti is from Graz as well. Hey. The host can start the session here, and as I can see here, there is the start button, but it shouldn't do anything, and we should remove that later on because the client shouldn't be able to start the session. So let's start this. Okay, traveling, and now, okay, we have, and as you can see, there, I'll just move this around here. There is my player here. Yeah. Spirit knows Matti, okay? Okay, it may lag a bit here. That's actually, there are two reasons for that. Reason number one is that I run two instances of the game on the same machine here, and the editor takes up quite a bit of performance or power of the machine here. And second, there is no, we haven't had the time to set up anything in regard to network settings like the smoothing, interpolation stuff, and it's just the default setting here. Okay, and so it's like guessing who is who in the chat. Actually, that sounds that he might sit next to you somewhere. Okay. And for some reason, the other player we have on the client, both players are actually visible, as you can see here, but we might have a problem on the host. Let's have a look. Okay, coroutine, that shouldn't be a problem because it's just UI stuff. Let's have a look where the character is here. Both characters are spawned. Okay, now it is visible. What did just happen here? That would really surprise you if it's sitting next to you. Okay. Okay, I see just a few more people coming into the chat and watching the stream. Thanks. If you have questions about the game, just ask them in the chat. I will be happy to answer them. If I can, of course. You're just witnessing the first incarnation of our multiplayer session, our multiplayer game. We just finished integrating the multiplayer today, or let's say parts. Yeah, a small part in the multiplayer. When you develop games and then make the switch to multiplayer, it's always yeah. If when you start out, it's like it feels like when you come from the single player, where okay, you have everything under your control, and you know all the timings and the order of calls or whatever, that's easy. But if you then switch to multiplayer, it's like you have like it's like a big thing in front of you, and you have to assemble all those different things, and it looks like you're actually like building a big thing just with a spoon in your hand, like a building in front of you. That's you have. It slows down development, of course, but it's worth the effort because multiplayer is just fun to play. So, yeah, multiplayer is easy. It's like riding a bike. Yeah, actually, it's like clicking a button, enable multiplayer. Except the bike is on fire and the ground is on fire. Yeah, and everything is lava, but that's actually another game, right? Yeah, it can be hell at times, of course. Okay, so on the host here, the shooting works. Okay, here it is. The animation should sync too. It lags a bit here. That's okay for an editor build. So all the animation should be synced as well. Yeah, okay. I can run around, and is it possible to shoot the other one? Oh yeah. Now, there, okay, I am dead. Not that good, because our game is going to be a co-op game, so you're not playing against each other, but you should actually be helping each other. But by hell standards, it's easy. Yeah, multiplayer, easy. Yeah, I killed the other guy. That brings me to the topic of shall we allow friendly fire in the game? And I think for now we should not. So why don't go into the, where is it? Let's see, we're using the pistol bullet here, and I guess the projectiles can hit players. I'll have a look at this is actually attack projectile and layer projectile. Let's have a look at the physics settings, and we have projectile colliding with player. Let's uncheck this here. Yeah. And now if we start the game, now this is going to be interesting because I'll start the old client that does not have this change we just made, but use the new version as host. And as far as I know, I think it should just work because all the collision and damage things should be calculated on the host. Okay, I'm here. Can I just, okay, this guy here. Yeah. Now it does not collide. And maybe for now that's what we want. We do not want the we do not want friendly fire because we're adding lots of enemies later on. And for now, this should work just for friendly fire. But I think we'll have to. Is the collision already only calculated on the host? Yeah, that's actually a thing that comes right out of the box with third-person controller. they have like a multiplayer code path there. So all the damage calculations and all the whatever takes damage or deals damage is calculated on the server. The health components of the character and enemy, they're just syncing with the server. So for now, this is working. I think when we used for the enemies, we use bullet spit, and I think this is projectile as well. We might want to change that later on, because now the enemies wouldn't make any damage to the player because the projectile would not collide with the player. We'll change that later on. For now, okay, yeah. Yeah, third-person controller is actually quite nice as a package. There's some things that might not fit that well depending on the type of game you're implementing. Oh hey, we have a new follower, Be Nothing. Yeah, Be Everything. Welcome and thanks for the follow. And as always, if you like what you see here, want to follow our development streams and all the stuff we'll put out to the public, please follow us here on Twitch and follow us on Twitter. We have a Facebook page as well. All the links are actually in the description down below. So yeah. Be nothing, be everything, be here. Okay. Follow me. As you can see, the bullets are not working on the client yet. That's another issue we'll have to solve. I don't know if we're doing this tonight. Let's see. I'll just close this for now. And what was the thing I mentioned before? Oh yeah, we had this. Let me just load our default setup here. We have our lobby, and there is a start button. And this start button should actually, this shouldn't be available on clients. So, because the way the multiplayer works at the moment is just the host waits for everyone in the lobby, and then the player on the host just starts the game for everyone, and it's distributed via RPC calls, and then the game is started with the correct seed and all the settings. So, okay. Panel lobby. Yeah, this is actually the callback on button start. And this starts the game. What we want to do here is so just disable the game object of the start button. I'll assign it later. And on the client count, it's here. And we might want to enter, and now we okay. So we need to find out if we are on the host-oriented client. And in order to do that, I just use our I guess, game controller. And there should be a network game controller. Yeah, and now we can go start, set active, only set active if this is the server. So, okay. Let's switch back to the game. And if I now start the game as a host. Okay, okay, I forgot to assign the start button here. And also that was bullshit. Of course, the game controller should be injected, not assigned. It looks like I'm a bit tight today. So I'll have it here, save and start. Still not working because okay, yeah, let's have a look at the game state lobby. What's actually happening here? Okay, if we enter, oh, there it is. If we enter the game state, we just started the host, and therefore in the panel lobby, that's actually the panel that belongs to this game state. This is not possible here because the network game controller isn't assigned yet. So remove that, and as we have a event of type, how's it called? Is this like how to start? No, I could use the local play already. Yeah. And then it should work here. Let's try this. Okay, start game. Okay, and I can press this here and start the game. Great. What's the difference between inject and serialized field? Okay, that's serialized field tells the editor or tells Unity that this field should be serialized and accessible through what we have here in the inspector. So it shows up here, but it's still a private variable. I know a lot of Unity tutorials, you will not be seeing this, but they will be like, yeah, just make this public. But we don't do that because it's not a clean setup. What you want is you want to assign this in the inspector, but you don't want to access this from outside this class. So we use serialized field and private members. And for the injections, we're using Zenject. This is a dependency injection framework that helps a lot creating a modular design. There are like installers where you just you actually bind instances or singletons to a certain type, and then you can just they're just injected. So if you need the game controller in whatever class it is, you just have to add the attribute inject, and this gets automatically assigned to the correct instance. whatever it is. And you can later on change this. This is not the best example actually, because what you would do is like using interfaces and then switching out implementation. So you have like an interface and write the interfaces type here, implement all your stuff, and then later on you can just if you start out with a mock implementation, for example, you can then later on throw away the mock implementation and use the real implementation, and you would not have to change anything in your code except for one line for the binding. Almost Spirit just pasted this in the chat. Yeah, Stanjack theory. That's a nice read. The Stanjack, they have some examples there that actually those are not the best examples, if I remember correctly, because there's some strange things going on there, but it is a great framework. So yeah, go and check it out. Okay, back to what we had here. I will now start our build as the host and then see if it works. Start game. Okay. Now this. And join the game. Localhost. Yeah, and it is gone. So, yeah, that's what we wanted actually. So, okay. There might be one thing that isn't visible on localhost because everything is so fast here and there's, little to no delay. But what I want to do is, because this one here, it may take a while until the local player is ready, so we might want to set this on init once, which is say deactivated here, and it's added. It stays deactivated or it is activated later on, so it doesn't flicker in some cases. You don't see this on the localhost, but maybe on some other connections. Okay. So now that's great. Okay, and now with the tedious stuff, when you're developing multiplayer games, you have to build everything and all the time, and it takes up some development time too. This is from now on, as we switched from single player to multiplayer, we'll be like building the game like, I don't know, 100 times a day or so. Okay, building success. That's good to me. So again, if you have questions, just ask them in the chat. I'll be happy to answer them. Start game, join game. Okay, there's something that looks a bit glitchy here. The assets we use here, they don't have the right collision boxes, so I can just disappear. Well, that totally rocks, right? Okay, so as you can see, we have the basic multiplayer setup here. We can move, we can shoot, of course only on the host for now. That would require some additional setup. That is actually might be a bit complicated. Not sure if we're going to do this today, but yeah, next up, I think I'll have a look at our enemies and see if we can add an enemy that is multiplayer aware. Let's have a look. We have game settings here. Okay, almost perfectly burning down the flat with some pizza. Okay. Enjoy your meal. Okay, the enemy spawning is disabled. That's good. And we have a keypad plus key for manual enemy spawning. I think our bug enemy again. I've already added network identity here, so that it gets an ID in a network, and this one is the bullet spit thing. Already has network identity too. That's good. I'll have to check the person controller object pool. This is a pool of objects, so that the objects are not instantiated every time, but they're reused. This is also ready for multiplayer. And so the pistol bullet is here, bullet speed is also here. Let's try. Reaper, what a nice planet name. And I should be able to find the enemy. It's already shooting at me. No exceptions so far. Okay, can I shoot this enemy? Oh, yeah. And it's dead. Still dead, okay. And let's try. Okay, the enemy behavior is basically working on because it's the host, it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, and yeah, as I mentioned before, the enemy attacks me and shoots at me, but yeah, my player and the bullet don't collide because the bullet script uses projectile and we have disabled this. So let's go in there and fix that. Okay, bullet spit track tag is projectile, should be good. And we have projectile. Okay. Let's add another layer with projectile enemy, and then go back and have this projectile enemy. Yeah, I want to change the children too. Okay. So it should be okay. Let's have a look at the physics. Projectile enemy should collide with the player. Enemy, projectile enemy and enemy. Yeah, this is the old Doom mechanic. That you can just move around in the level the way that the enemies get in line and then shoot each other. Let's enable this. Moving platform, oh yeah, sure. The bullets should actually collide with everything. Collage. Maybe, but not with other projectiles. And the way it is set up now, if projectile from the player will be colliding with projectile enemy, it should be possible to shoot the enemy's bullets. I don't know if this really works. We'll find out. Okay, I'll turn the auto hosting back on. So I have to use less clicks to start the game. Okay, I'm here on Lays. Oh yeah, okay. As you can see, the enemy shoots at me and my player takes damage. It's not that easy to actually test what I said before. No, I thought. Okay, I'm dead. But it's basically it is working. So it is working, and it should be working for clients too. Let's build the game again. And while I'm building, who is new to the chat and the stream? Okay. Oh, that is not good. Yeah, okay, I have to build again because the instance was still open. Happens all the time. I should maybe write a script for this issue so that it doesn't happen that often. Yeah, build again. I know that's kind of boring, what what can I say? Okay, now it has built successfully. Start the game again. Oh, I should turn off the auto hosting again. Okay, start game, join game, connect, 2 players, start. Okay, 2 players are here. Now add an enemy. Shoots at the other player and attacks the other player and oh, okay. Now this is a bit strange. Yeah, as you can see, this is totally out of sync here. Oh, almost weird is back with pizza. Okay. This is totally out of sync. I guess it's because because of the behavior tree. And the behavior tree, it does not work on multiplayer yet. I'll have to look at it. In order to do that and to prove that I'm right, I have to start the build as host and then join with the editor. Join and connect. Start. Go to this place here and 2. As this is the host, I'll be spawning the enemy here and moving away here. And as you can see, it's totally out of sync. Have a look at this one here and the behavior tree that is used in the life cycle. Yeah, all the stuff is executed on the client as well, and that should not be executing here. So what we might want to do is deactivating the behavior tree on the client. Yeah, and of course it's not moving here because it does not have the network transform. So, yeah, a lot of exceptions, of course. So add a network transform, and it has this rigid body. Let's just I'll have to sync the rigid body because it has a rigid body and it is also used when the enemy is dead. Okay, so let's add a network transform here. Yeah, save that. And the behavior tree. Let's have a look if there's anything network related here already. What we could do is okay, now what we could do is disabling the behavior tree right there in the enemy controller. Okay, the enemy controller is a normal behavior. It should be a network behavior to make it work, because then we'll get notified and we could check if we are on the server. Okay, let's try this out. Maybe this will open a portal to hell. Okay. Is there a unique method here? There are a lot of things going on here. I'll just add behavior. What is it called? There's just a behavior tree. I always use this kind of fallback here, so if someone forgets to assign it in the inspector, it still looks if it can just retrieve it here, and the behavior tree should not be enabled. And now, yeah, grab some food. Or maybe this session will take some time here. Okay, and I called on the network behavior when it is activated on client. Yeah, but we want to invoke for network behavior objects when they become active on the server. That's where we want to activate our behavior tree. Okay. Let's switch back. Compiling all the time. Okay. Let's see if this is working in host mode. Start. Yeah, the behavior should be running there. Go away. And what's that? Okay. It moved away somewhere, respawning. What did it just have? Okay. Okay, basically, I think this was a NetMesh issue with all those exceptions. Okay, we'll heal ourselves. Okay. And now we might want to build the game again and try this again. And by the way, we are not only working on multiplayer, we are also working on the art style and story. And what I can say so far that you as a player are on you and your crew, meaning your co-op players, you're actually stranded on a strange planet, and you have to explore this planet and find an exit portal to continue your travel. And you will encounter different types of enemies and dangerous places and mysterious places, of course, and yeah, so we'll you will get to know what happened on those planets, and you will reveal more of the story and the background and why those planets are looking so strange. Okay. Start this again. Okay. Oh no, I wanted to start the host here and the client here. Okay, start the game. Let's move out into the open. Okay. And with that one too. Okay, and now I want to spawn an enemy. It does something. Okay. Whatever it is. Let's have a look. On the back. Okay. It is not active here. Okay, that's good actually. The shooting does not work. Okay, that's kind of strange. Behavior is disabled. Okay. That looks so glitchy. Okay, there might be something with the behavior trees. At least something going on in the behavior tree itself, and then this might not get distributed to the clients. I still have to think about that. Yeah, it was a quick shot, just disabling the behavior tree, but maybe we'll have to rewrite some components there so that the behavior tree runs on the client as well, but does not move the debug or make any decisions. Okay, now refs everywhere. Just stop this. Yeah. Okay. Maybe this was not the solution. I don't think that there is an easy solution that can be done within the next few minutes here. I'll just check if those errors just occur. Every time when I spawn an enemy. No. Mm-hmm. Okay. There was something else that looked a bit weird. I'll just have to retest and check again. Start game, join game. Start. Okay. Okay. There's some. I'll move away from the enemy stuff because I think that's something we'll have to just rewrite like tomorrow, and will take us maybe the next few days because behavior tree stuff has to be investigated thoroughly, and this will take some more time. Let's have a quick look at some tweaks instead. I don't know if this is visible on the stream, but at the moment we have camera shakes in the game to make it more juicy. This was actually, I think Peter implemented this in one of the first streams we had, and now it seems that although I'm shooting with the client here, it also shakes the camera on the host, and that's not that good. Let's have a look at this particular issue. Okay, let's have a look at our events, because I think there might be a weapon fired event. That looks good. Good to me. Weapon fired. Okay. Camera effect controller, there's weapon fired, and there's the camera shake. Okay. Weapon fired, and this. Okay. A quick look. Okay, this is the player event forwarder. Okay. The player event forwarder is actually forwarding events from third-person controller. Have a look at our character here, and there it is. Yeah. Okay. So I think we'll have to check if this. Okay, to do handle different items. We'll have to check if this is the local player here. What we could do is other components are here. Network identity, network transform. Is there? Let me just. This is just a quick check. Network identity. Okay, yeah, that looks good to me. What we could do? Okay, yeah, that's good. There is a local player. What we can do here? I'll just add a local player property. And also network identity. Stop this work. Okay. Okay, some comments coming in. From the chat, push through the event with the player shot it as a property. Yeah, maybe I could and compare the player in the event with the local player in camera effect controller. Yeah, but I could also do this instead. And return his local player here, and add this. We'll make this a property. Okay, properties, code style starts in capitalizer. Okay. And this should be public. But you don't lose information on which player shot the weapon in case you want to react on this later on. Well, I don't think that you want feedback on things other players do. Yeah, sure. I don't want to shake the camera every time a player shoots. It's more like each player should get a feeling of what they do. Of course, there might be other events where we want to shake the camera, like when there is a big explosion or something like that. That makes sense, but this would not go through this code path here, but would be triggered somewhere else. So I think we'll have the event weapon fired with this parameter here, and yeah, that's right. And there's the camera effect controller. Weapon fired. We cast that here, and yeah, it is event player shot. Sure, sure. Okay. And on weapon fired. So we could do other effects here later on. And only shake the camera. Or do the... Actually, this is a camera shake pistol here, right? Okay. We'll just have to change this later on and make different shakes. But for now, I think it'll be okay. And as long as we do not have any other weapons in the game. Okay. And as always, I'll try to run the game in the editor first before building and waiting. Start game. Yeah, it works here, probably not visible in the stream. Okay, so we can now go ahead and hit build again. Okay. It always takes some time. There's my build. Here it is. Start the build again and start the game again. Start game, join game. And traveling to Tauperomi. Okay, it shakes on the coast. And I'll have to just move the window over here. So and doesn't shake on the client. Okay, that's interesting. Because it does not shake the camera on the client. I mean, it doesn't shake it. When I fire on the client, it doesn't shake it on the host, which is okay, but it doesn't shake the camera on the client, which is not okay. Okay, let's try the other way around so that we can debug this. Okay, start game, join game in the editor. I'll move this window over here. Okay, now we could just go in there and debug this. Okay. It's not called here. Is there any event? Okay. Okay, that's interesting. The on-item use event isn't distributed to the client, because what happens is the shot is executed on the server, and then the on-item use event, as you can see here, there's a debug output here, and it doesn't show up, so it's not called. Yeah, okay. On-item use. I think we'll have to dig into the third-person controller. That's actually a bit of a design fail, in my opinion, that third-person controller, they use strings internally and they don't have like constants class or something like that. And as you can see, there's a lot of things here. Shooting a weapon, okay. Do fire. Okay. On item add fire effects. Okay. Okay. What would be interesting if any of those events are actually fired. Do not, yeah, no server. We'll just register third person. D went forward. This is actually a shot in the dark. Non-item use. Now this is going to be interesting. So start the game again. Start. Oh, I forgot that I have another instance open here. We'll close this and start again. Start game. Okay, join this game. Start. Okay, it works here. That doesn't work here. I guess this is not called. No, it's not called. I think we have to just debug the hell out of third-person controller and check why this does not work. Unfortunately, like debugging for hours on stream, yeah, might be a bit boring. I think what I'm going to do now is to go ahead and try to just show you a quick run through a level, like with one client connected. I don't know if the enemy spawning works. If I just enable it here, let's find out. Oh, what's that? Okay, the enemy spawner is completely unaware of multiplayer. Initialize this. Okay. Spawn level loaded is good. Level unloaded, destroy enemies. Okay. Okay, it tries to spawn enemies right away, which is, yeah, not that good. This is just a quick fix. What I'm trying to do now, where is the tick? Tick is here. We'll just early out if, no, let's do something else. Now I have another idea. Is there a level loaded? Okay, now we just remove this again and it's ready for spawning. Yeah, it's like if you switch to multiplayer, you open the portal to hell. It's like every component has to be touched again and yeah, refactored, and it adds a lot of complexity to the game. Level unloaded, level loaded, because player spawned. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Level, is there a level? Let's on the level unloaded, and then just if is ready for spawn is false, just do going out. Okay. So who's still here in the chat? When I open the portal to multiplayer hell, you might get a bit bored with my debugging session here. So raise your voice in the chat. Okay, it doesn't crash here. Okay, there are some enemies. Right. Basically, it should work. Okay. To get some fresh air on strange planets, I'll just try to have a quick playthrough. Hey Matty, still here. Great to have you here. So, okay, this should be working again. I'll try to find a way through this level here. So what's happening here? I'm stranded on this strange planet, and there was a portal that spawned me into this situation, or onto this planet, and the portal is now deactivated. And so I'm left to my own devices, and devices being a simple pistol out here, and yeah, I have to explore the planet and find a way to escape it. So there are some enemies that will start shooting at me. All the environment that you see is actually procedurally generated. So every time you play the game, the worlds look different. And as this is actually the multiplayer, we added multiplayer to the game, and the seed of the level, which you can see down here, is already distributed to all clients. So all clients are building the same level, the same structures from the same assets, and it looks the same on all those clients. But for each playthrough, it changes because we change the seed and generate the levels again. Yeah, let's shoot some enemies here. Blow off some steam, all the frustration from the debugging session. The enemies are still a bit dumb, but we're working on enemy behaviors as well. They're not. We changed actually. We had them running around to random positions on the map, and that thing is we've changed that. We are now. The enemies, they have like, they are on guard right now, and they have certain waypoints that they try to reach. Yeah, if you get in their way, they will just follow you and attack you until you're dead. But if you leave them alone and they don't see you, they will just be on guard. Yeah, I can move enemies around here. They're rigid bodies, and if I take some more shots, they will disappear and I'll move into the ground. Okay, and we move some more enemies. Hunt them all down. Oh. Yeah. Let's see if I find the exit before I die. Health is critically low here, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. Oh, there is. That's interesting. There is an enemy in there, but maybe. Okay, out this way. No, that's actually a glitch. That shouldn't happen. Okay, finish this one here. Oh, that was close. And where is the exit? No! It went away. Come on. Yeah. Okay, that's our rather big level. Whoa. Okay. Not sure if I'm going to make it. Okay, oh no, I'll die here. I killed 47, finished one level. I don't think the traveling to the next work. Ah, okay, actually it does work. Let's see if our debug keys still work. No, they're just non-refs. I'll start it one more time. And as you can see, there are a lot of different light and environment setups. So every world should look different, and we'll add more to that later. So more assets, more light setups, more strange places. Okay, so now it's up to you. Should I try again? and see if I can reach the exit portal this time. Okay, I already see the exit portal here. It should be possible to reach it. Yeah. Oh, there's another enemy. So you see this portal is active and I can use it to travel onto the next planet. That will be, of course, procedurally generated again, so I don't know how it is going to look like. And yeah, I think for today, spawn 100 with the debug key for hardcore mode. I just have the satisfaction of traveling again. Okay, I have to start. What almost Spirit just mentioned was our debug key that produces, yeah, very funny things. I can show you in a second. Let's try this. Just have to find a way out here to have some open space. And kill this one too. So every time I press a key, a new enemy spawns. Come on, guys, kill me! Whoa, that was a nice glitch. Okay, see ya, Matti. Life, hi. Greetings back to Vienna. I'll try this one more time because it's just funny. Yeah, I could use the debug key for healing myself, like this key here, and you see at 100% again. But this is just too fun, too much fun here. Yeah, the flying thing was a glitch, I guess, from physics, because there were so many enemies and they just, yeah, I collided with the enemies and the character controller did something really strange, and yeah, the character went into the air. Stream delay is nearly 1 minute. Okay, that's that's quite long, quite a lag actually. Oh, this is actually that should be easy. Going from here over there and leave the world again, but I'll make it more difficult and spawn some more enemies. And there are really a lot of enemies here. There should be, yeah. As you can see here, yeah, it's pretty crowded here. Okay. I think I will end the stream for today now. We've been working on multiplayer support. It will take us some more days to get everything up and running. But actually that's quite normal with multiplayer games. Because yeah, it's actually more complex and you have to test a lot and build a lot. Yeah, let's see what we have when the next stream will be on air. Actually, we have something like a stream schedule right now, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 UTC. So yeah, if you want to follow us, that would be great. Yeah, you can follow us here on Twitch and also on Twitter at @GameDev, and we have a Facebook page as well. It is actually all mentioned in the description below, so please have a look and follow us there to be updated with all the stuff that's going on. And yeah, thanks everyone for being here today and watching the stream. I hope you have like a nice evening or whatever time zone you're in, a nice day. And yeah, let's say till next time.